Hey guys, first regardsman here, and so I'll be talking about the new Techmarine class in Space Marine 2. As Saber Interactive had just dropped some enormous information on an Xbox Wire article of all things. I don't know why they didn't drop this on the Focus Entertainment forums. It must be like a collaboration with Microsoft or something. But either way, here we have new information for the Techmarine. We're going to deep dive into this right now. We have a new image here as well, and this guy looks cool as hell. So we're going to start off with the summary here. Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 lands on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate Premium and PC Game Pass on January 29th with Xbox Play Anywhere support. Okay, that's why they're doing this, because they're launching it for Xbox Game Pass. Several weeks later, patch 12 introduces the Techmarine as the game's 7th playable class. Techmarine specialize in crowd control and area defense with a powerful turret and mechanical arms bolted to their armor. I do a video breaking down some of the leaks we had for this already. I'll put that in the info card in the corner, but for now, this sounds pretty damn cool, and let's take a look what else we got here. As you're set to bolster the Imperium's ranks next week, Space Marines, we want to reward your ultimate commitment with exclusive details about our upcoming new playable class, the Techmarine. Set to release with our patch 12 Techmarine update in just a few weeks, it'll join its tactical, assault, sniper, vanguard, bulwark, and heavy battle brothers as the game's 7th playable class. Of course, it'll come with its own unique brand of Xenos and Heretic purging, and that's what we're here to discover. It says, new to Space Marine 2, follow the guide. Before we do, let's go over some basics if you're looking to jump into the grim darkness of the far future for the first time next week. The new Techmarine class will be available to Space Marine 2's PvE and PvP mode, i.e. Operation, Stratagem, Siege, and Eternal War, where you get to customize and play as your very own Space Marines. Even better, it's free for everyone. No DLC or in-game purchases required. Yeah, we already knew the Techmarine was going to be free for quite a while. This is something that Saber Interactive does quite a bit, that they just release all of their game content for free, and the only things you have to pay for in this game are cosmetic packs, including the upcoming head packs for the chapter DLC. It's been a little controversial. Next, they say Operation Stratagems and Siege modes will have you team up with 2 players to fight as loyalist Space Marines and defeat the enemies in the Imperium. Eternal War, however, also allows you to play as Chaos Space Marines as it pits you against other players in a ferocious 6v6 PvP match where the Imperium faces off against its arch enemy. Now, the new Techmarine class will be available across all of these modes, with the only exception being the narrative campaign, as it centers around the story of the Ultramarines Lieutenant Demetrian Titus himself. Now let us tease how the Techmarine actually... So here we have the Tarantula Sentry Guns. We already knew these were coming in the update before, but this is especially cool because having these be placed around the map is a pretty neat mechanic to this guy, and they're going to have more here in a second. Techmarines have a few tricks up their power armor sleeve. At their core, Techmarine in Space Marine 2 are specialists in crowd control and area defense. They'll shine with their combat prowess as much as they do with the technology they bring to the fight. In melee, they're able to take on large groups of enemies with wide sweeps of their Omniscient Axe, an upcoming patch 12 weapon only available to them, while their arsenal and armor augmentations grant them solid efficiency in ranged combat, especially at short and medium distances. Like all classes, the Techmarine comes with a unique combat skill and ult, so to speak, and his own perk tree with 25 levels to unlock. But more than anything, what makes him special are the mechanical arms and automatic turrets bolted directly onto his power pack. While you're busy swinging and smashing opponents around your mechanical arm, your combat skill will put your turret to good use. Activate with the Y button, this would just be your Q on PC, and unleash the Techmarine's mounted servo gun and rain divine retribution onto your enemy with a barrage of heavy fire. No need to aim, just watch as Tyranids and Thousand Suns get vaporized before your very eyes. So it does sound like this thing is just AI controlled. That might be a little bad in some cases, like some players are worried about this, the servo guns being AI controlled, because then you can't actually properly target specials, but there was a perk selection leak about this a while back, so it does sound like you can actually target Extremis and above. The next thing here says, another feature of the automatic servo gun is that it frees you up by executing gun strikes for you. When other classes must do it themselves following perfect dodges or perfect parries, Techmarine players will be free to continue aiming at other targets while their turrets stagger or kill the most pressing assailants. I don't know how useful that is going to be, because having the servo gun do this for you, it's pretty much just an extra teammate, but it's kind of a neat idea. And that's not even everything. With Techmarine being master engineers and technicians within their chapter ranks comes a unique ability to locate and service Tarantula Sentry turrets during missions. It showed up here already. These are going to be the ones that are going to be randomly placed around the map. They're going to be like a randomized location, I assume, but we'll see if there's anything more on that here. Though they can't be carried or placed freely, these can provide much welcome support to your combat squad by attacking your enemies automatically until they either run out of ammunition or get destroyed. Will you be running it? And, it sounds pretty cool. The Tarantula Sentry Guns, the big thing here is whether or not their HP value will be really powerful or not. If they have a low HP, they'll kind of get cooked and not be very strong. If their damage is low, they won't feel that substantial. It could turn to a gimmick pretty easily, but either way, it's a pretty cool gimmick. This looks pretty fun, and these things definitely look pretty cool to look at, because Tarantula Guns, we don't really see these too much in Space Marine, like tabletop stuff anymore, which is kind of funny. Next we have, before you go, a quick patch 12 breakdown. The Techmarine and his Omniscient axe are far from being the only gameplay additions that come with patch 12. We're working on adding a 12 mission operations and stratagem modes, a new mission pickup type, 3 new hero weapons variants, and new customization options for the Space Marine helmetless heads. We'll reveal more as we get closer to release, so stay tuned to our channels if you don't want to miss it. If you own the Season Pass 2, of course, you're also set to receive a brand new Assault Champion skin celebrating the Raven Guard, and a unique cosmetic pack for the Carcharodons, a first for this chapter, but that may be a story for another day. Yeah, we still have 0 leaks or information like what's actually in the Carcharodons pack, which is pretty funny because we already know the Raven Guard Champion skin is going to kind of be based on the recent Chapter Master model, but as far as this one's concerned, we have no clue. Looking forward to seeing you all on the battlefield. Techmarines, the Emperor protects. Okay, so the major questions here are, number 1, what are the new heroic weapons going to be? What are we beginning? We're only getting 3 this time. Previously, they gave us 6, so there's not as much here for that, but it's kind of understandable because we are getting a brand new class. We're also getting a new operation that we have seen nothing on. We are getting a community update as well on January 29th, so I'll probably reveal this stuff more there. And as far as what Chaos faction and PvP the Techmarine would play as, we have no clue for that either currently. They did previously state that Thousand Suns and the good old Emperor's Children will not be an option ever in the PvP mode, or like in Space Marine 2 period, so it won't be that. It could be like a Red Corsair or something, kind of like the Maelstrom release they did a while back. But as far as how this sounds, this class seems pretty cool. I don't know if I'm super keen on a crowd control class, because it usually single target damage can be better at times, but it depends how the crowd control goes, because Zealous Flow on Assault is incredibly powerful, and if you can do high Nova damage on top of that, it is a very powerful option. But for melee weapons, we'll have to see how good the Omniscient axe is. Now, that's pretty much all I'm going to say in this one, guys. Let me know what you think about the upcoming Techmarine class in the comments section below. I will be streaming the PTS in a few days when it releases on my Twitch and YouTube. And you also found a link to my community Discord in the description below, or my Twitch channel. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you to my channel members, and take it easy. Bye.